Okay, the final two plots. Let's discuss them. Here's another one that's one of my favorites. Sacrifice plot. In this case, the main character has to perform some sort of sacrificial and usually noble act for the greater good. So it's a sacrificial act for greater good. In sales copy, it would be that you found a solution by sacrificing a part of yourself so that everybody could benefit. Very good stories are told this way. I like to use them with the twist. Like one of my favorite plays is Death of a Salesman, and this is where Willie Loman, the salesman, I love salesmen by the way, Willie Loman is now this loser salesman his whole life. He can't support his family, and his kids one of his kids, Biff, is all a loser too, and now the family can't make it, and his wife, who's been with him all this time that he's cheated on, they're going to be out on the streets even though, because he can't have no money to retire. So what does he do? He kills himself so she gets the insurance policy. The sacrifice, where he did something for the greater good. In this case, he felt so bad by the outcome that he achieved for his family that he knew he had to sacrifice himself to right the wrong. But basically, this is a great case. If there is any very big sacrificial acts that you can come up with in your copy that really demonstrate you're getting this out to the public for some reason where you have to make a sacrifice personally, that can create a very compelling story that can keep people's attention, and that's what you need to do when you write copy. The final plot that I use, and I've only used this one occasionally, is the ascension plot. This is where you take somebody of a lower standing right now, or somebody in a desperate position, and they grow morally as a character into a greater good. I just basically say Scrooge is what I think of here, where you, in A Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge started off as this mean old embittered man, and through a series of events he now understood the meaning of Christmas and the value of it, and that he was not going to be such a miser anymore, and he was going to give more. At the end of the story, he ascended morally as a character. So your character grows morally to the story. It could be like, I started from a point where I just was trying everything I could to make money, even some black hat stuff or some stuff that I probably shouldn't talk about. But eventually I found out the real way to do it, and then you go in through how you discovered that the real way to do it was with long-term value, and you build up value over a period of time, and you don't try the quick payoff that makes you desperate, where you're gambling that month's rent on postage stamps to send out your mail or whatever. In the end, your actual ascension as a character, your moral standing, uprising of your moral character, has allowed you to actually discover that solution. So that's cool, and people love that because it's like, oh, by being good you get what you want. And we know that's not necessarily always true. The cold hard reality is there's a lot of evil, mean people who are way more successful and do a lot better than people that are nice, honest, and well-intentioned. But the story is like good prevailing over evil again because of the moral ascension of the character in the end. That was what was holding me back from discovering the solution that I now have and that I'm now sharing with you. So basically, those are the 12 plots.